Martin Luther King Jr. was shot outside a Memphis motel this afternoon. His condition is not known at this time.
Suffering is redemptive.
There was two kinds of slaves. There was the house Negro and the field Negro. The house Negro, they lived in the house with master.
That's the thing, though. You know, it's a difference between a nigga and a black man. I'm a nigga. I'm a nigga. You know, a black man is somebody who's bred to work for white Americans, you know, do this like little pets or whatever.
On that same plantation, there was the field Negro. The Negro in the field caught hell. The field Negro was beaten from morning till night. He lived in a shack, in a hut. He wore cast-off clothes. And he hated his master. I say he hated his master. He was intelligent.
Niggas got knowledge. We know what time it is. That's right. That's why we ain't working.
You got field Negroes in America today.
Don't bother nobody. Nah, I ain't working. I ain't working. That ain't nothing but a modern-day slave.
There are problems in the community. Some of those examples of those problems are the vices that destroy the moral fiber in our community.
No, why work though? You know, go out, man, get some pussy, whatever, you know. They get pregnant. You leave them.
Drunkenness, drug addiction, prostitution, organized crime that robs the Negro community of probably 90% of its economic potential and moral potential.
And we got welfare. Yeah. The kid gonna be all right. Insurance, Medicaid. Why should I go out and get a job while Medicaid better?
That is something that I must say to my people in the process of gaining our rightful place. We must not be guilty of wrongful deeds.
There was two kinds of slaves.
The Negro lives on a lonely island of poverty in the midst of a vast ocean of material prosperity.
Well, right out. It's our job. You better believe it. We speaking out on all the real things. You know, y'all jump in. All that garbage.
America has given the Negro people a bad check. A check which has come back marked insufficient funds.
There has been nothing. There has been nothing.
The riches of freedom and the security of justice.
You're punk. Yeah, you're punk. You'll see, Wade, we multiply. Yeah.
The slums and ghettos of our northern cities will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
No, why work? They get pregnant. You live.
They will not be judged by the color of their skin.
And we got welfare. That's why we ain't working.
But by the content of their character.
You better believe it. Why should I go out and get a job? There has been nothing.
At a time like this, you are forced to deal with your irreducible essence, forced to grapple with that which is really important to you. And what I've concluded about life, Hubert Humphrey said, when all is said and done, we must forgive each other and redeem each other and move on.
Sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood.
Concerning nonviolence,
We must not allow our creative protests to degenerate into physical violence. Again and again, we must rise to the majestic heights of meeting physical force with soul force. The marvelous new militancy which has engulfed the Negro community must not lead us to a distrust of all white people. For many of our white brothers, as evidenced by their presence here today, have come to realize that their destiny is on to our freedom.
They're going to find out that this little Negro that they thought was passive has become a roaring, uncontrollable lion right at their doorstep, not at their doorstep, inside their house, in their bed, in their kitchen, in their attic, in their basement. And if you know that in time, you can do something about it.
You have been the veterans of creative suffering. Continue to work with the faith that unearned suffering is redemptive.
It is criminal to teach a man not to defend himself.